Last week, I had a very interesting yet controversial YouTube interview with Chief Dryno YouTube channel. And I will link that interview here in the description. And the topic was, yes, you can be pro-black and marry white. And this brother is half Ghanaian, half African-American, living in Australia. And during the course of the interview, he argued for more of a assimilation process, that blacks have been conquered and they should just get more used to assimilating into, white ideas and to work with white people to achieve an overall goal. And it came to a particular topic in which talked about dating, because he says that he doesn't find anything wrong with marrying or dating a white person. And then I asked, well, what is your history dating black women? And one of the things that he said in that question, he talked about a few experiences. And then I asked, in so many words, are you attracted to black women, stuff like that? Oh, yeah, no, I'm attracted to black women. He said, I love black women. But so on and so forth. That stuck in my mind. So I go back to, and I listen to that phrase, I love black women, but. I said, he's on to something here. Because, I've heard that before. This is not the first time I've heard a black man say, I love black women, but. Now, before I get back into I love black women, but in the phrase and what I believe it means, I want to talk about the black men on YouTube who have been called black women bashers, black women haters, the He-Man's Woman Haters Club. One thing that you have to give these guys, you cannot agree with the delivery, you cannot agree with the message, but one thing I will give these guys is that they are still on this topic because I feel, in a way, they are 100% attracted to black women, wanting to be with black women, and are somehow figuring that, hoping, praying, in some sort, maybe some of them, not all of them, that black women will get it together and change so that they can work it out. Even the manosphere kind of speaks to this a little bit with, pulling out of the black community and forcing black women to come to the table with black men to renegotiate. And you only do that or have those ideas because you have an interest in black women. You don't have to agree with the message or the delivery. But when a black man says, I love black women, but this is a guy who has checked out of dating black women all together. He's not coming back ever. So why does he say this? He says it by giving a compliment and then taking it away by saying but, to somehow, number one, not offend black women overall, and the two, want to stay in the community and have some form of acceptance. But what he's not telling you is he's never dealing with black women ever again. He doesn't want to hurt any feelings, or he doesn't want to step on any toes. But the real reason is he's no longer attracted to them. He doesn't want anything to do with them, but he's not going to come out and say it in the ways that some other brothers say. In other words, these are the group of brothers that vote with their feet. They don't waste their time talking about black women or black issues or dating black women or even some of the guys who may have dated white women and still talk about black women. They don't do that. These guys have made up in their minds that I'm done. And what is the scary part, I think, that are from black or African women? You're hearing more guys say this, and more successful guys say this. I mean, how many times have you heard entertainers who have been caught with white women, right? Guys, women that will, go to their concerts and go to their movies and wonder why you don't have a black woman. All you deal with is white women. Like the brother from Black Panther. Who was the guy that played Killmonger? This brother. I love black women, but I also like brown women. I like green women. I like midget women with orange eyebrows. But what he's really saying in his actions is he don't fuck with you like that. And you will never know why he don't fuck with you like that. Because for whatever reason, it may be too, number one, painful to talk about. He doesn't want to relive the experience. Could have been something that's happened to him. But these brothers are growing in group. And they will only mention this. This is the heart of this video. They will only talk about black women until you force it. That means when they see black women, hey, sister, how you doing? They don't have no ill will towards you. These are not like some of these black men that are, like in certain aspects of black YouTube or certain aspects of black America that have some vitriol. They don't have no problem with you. Could even donate to your channel. Don't have no problem working with you. Might even come out and publicly defend against black women, black men who talk about black women. And at the same time, if you ask them, and this is the only time you're going to hear this, why don't you got a black woman? I love them, but, based off of where I was living at, this is what I was dealing with. Or I love black women, but I'm not the kind of guy that they want to deal with. It's always going to be an excuse, and the excuse is never going to be pejorative towards them. It's always going to be, I love black women, but I live somewhere far away. I live in Poland, so therefore I don't come across a lot of black women. I love black women, but, I just happen to fall in love with this particular woman. I've dated black women before. I love black women, but, I met her in medical school and things like that, so we kind of stick together. She was there for me. So it's a lot of stories that they're trying to say that doesn't get the backlash from the black female community. And also at the same time, it's a step saying, hey, I still love you. I still want to be with, I still love you. I still want to be in the community. You're still my sister, but I just don't want to marry you. I just not marrying you. I'm just not fucking with you. Not in that way. But please, I'm still your brother. You're still my sister. And you brothers don't need to be talking about these black women. Meanwhile, they ain't got one. And I think that these group of brothers are learning how to be politically strategic when they do this. Because even now, I got a white woman or a non-black woman. I can say I love black women, but I can use that phrase. Now, black women can't be mad at me. I can still be in the black community circles. I can still be in the pro-black circles. I can still do all of this and still keep my identity without having black women, come after me. And I can still kind of have my cake and eat it too. As long as I say I love black women, but I can say but and make an excuse for why I'm doing what I'm doing, everybody accepts it. But the problem is, this shows that a lot of black men are understanding the game and how to move around things and how to have their cake and eat it too. And this phrase talks about the problems that black men and black women are having. And a lot of black men are figuring out strategic ways to use this phrase to still have a nice, decent relationship with black women and move out of the community. But when these guys say that, they're never coming back. The real thing is that they're going to be integrated into white communities. This is where they really, I feel, want to be. They want to be in a more diverse world. They still want to be associated with the black community at certain times, but they want to be in a more a climate for whatever pain or hurt that they've have accustomed to, and they have just dealt with it and they are moved on. They're never coming back. And when a group of black men start to not be mad, not talk about black women, not have any animosity towards them, and they start using that phrase, that means less available black men for African-American women. And typically the brothers that typically say this are black men who I found to be well-to-do, educated, have a great deal of self-agency, guys that should be in the black community with black women, but for whatever reason, they have took their talents out of what is known as Black America and to still have an affiliation with Black America so that they won't be named a female basher or a coon or a sellout, they will use this phrase. But these are brothers who are done with Black women. They will never come back. They will never give another one of them a chance. And once they've experienced something different, they're over there for good. And they only use that to identify it as a strategic plan to keep doing what they're doing as to not offend folks. But they're never coming back. And the thing about it is, when they say I love Black women, but what Black women are thinking is, well, this brother potentially could come back. Because he said he loves us. So he's with a white woman right now, but potentially he come back to the community, he come back home. But that brother's never coming back. I know it. Every other Black man who hears him say that knows it. Black women don't know it. And see, that's something that Black women got to understand. That's a problem that you got to solve with Black men. Because if Black men are saying that, because if Black women say that, I know that thing coming back. But a lot of Black men are saying that. That's up to y'all to fix. Because if too many brothers say that, it's a wrap. And a lot of brothers are saying, I love Black women. But. So anyways, brothers, I want to thank you guys so much for all the support on this particular channel. Subscribe if you are new to this motherfucker. I'm glad to see you. Do me a favor, man. 500 brothers been supporting us on Patreon. Okay? This is the NegroManosphere.com. And you guys know that I'm affiliated with that site. I am the CEO and operating owner. We have 4 free ebooks there. If you go into the first comment, get your free ebooks, right? Put your email in there, you will get them. How to stop simping in 24 hours. You will get the survivalism ebook. You will get there's an interracial ebook that Donovan wrote. Now, why men should stop helping women. All of those things are there. I also want you to read my Dr. Action comic. It's free. And what I need you to do is this. Give me in this comment section. When you read my comic, tell me what you thought about the comic. It's at the first thing there. It's free. Read it. I think it's one of the best ghetto comics ever made. So I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about all the people who've been supporting us on Patreon. We have additional content there. If you like what you're seeing with Black media, that means the website. That means the comic, Dr. Action. That means what you're seeing with us giving more Black male content here. Support us at only $5 a month. If we have brothers doing this, I'm not asking no women. I'm not asking white folks. I'm asking Black men. If you support our content, then other people don't need to support it. Okay? We are a Black-owned site. Black men support us. And goddamn it, Black men run it. All Black men write for us. And if we can start doing that, we can have people doing more stuff. We can get more talent. We can create more communities. We can have more conferences. All of it just to $5 a month. So we need more Black men to help us get to that goal. If you have not signed up, where the hell you been? Patreon.com/NegroManosphere.com. Sign up! It's only $5, nigga. As you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.